Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk to you about what happened to me literally at the time of this recording yesterday, which was the 13th of December. So I was in High Wycombe town centre shopping, and you know, just went to get a few little bits and bobs. I'd actually gone to get my phone fixed because it was like the battery was like playing up and stuff, so I just thought let me go get that sorted. And then whilst I was down there, I just thought let me just have a little look around, see if there's anything that takes my fancy, you know, a little bit of Christmas shopping and that for myself. I've happened to go into Lush Cosmetics, and upon going inside there, the lady behind the counter, she was like, oh no, you can't come in yet, and I was just like, okay. I was like, oh no problem, like that kind of thing. I was really nice. And then I thought, you know, because I wasn't really too bothered like either way, because I was like, you know, I was on my way back to the car park, and then I thought, okay, cool. Then I saw that she let in 2 people, even though she said that I couldn't come in yet, and I was like, okay. This lady just said to me, there's a queue outside. Yeah, she just let these 2 in, and yeah, these 2 aren't finished yet. That's a bit odd, that kind of thing. So I was just about to walk away as well, so then I thought, hold on, let me just stand there a second. So then I stood there, and then, you know, then she ran over to put hand sanitizer on my hands, and I was just like, like, is she like, what's going on? First you said I couldn't come in, but then you've let in these 2 white people into the store, and now you're coming running to put hand sanitizer on my hands. Are you feeling okay? Because I didn't see you do that to them. So we're in the shop, and I'm in the store now, and I said to her, because I clocked it, because even her attitude and her behaviour towards me was a bit like, is erratic the right term? Like, it just was a bit like off. So I said to her, what just happened there? And she was like, oh, what do you mean? I was like, well, I noticed that you said that I couldn't come in the shop yet, but then you let in those 2 people over there, and then you're just acting completely weird, and you've let them in and told me I couldn't have come in yet. And then she's like, oh, she started getting aggressive towards me, started getting angry. I was thinking, like, is this girl okay? I was like, what's going on here? Like, I swear you're supposed to be a work employee of Lush Cosmetics, and you're getting rude and aggressive towards a customer. And then she was like, oh, don't question me, don't argue with me. That was it, don't argue with me. And you're telling me not to argue with you, and I'm a customer. Who are you talking to? Did you think I was like some kind of child or something like that? Guaranteed I was probably older than her as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it was just like, who are you talking to, regardless of age anyway? Like, don't argue with you. Okay, Miss Trunchbull. She looked like Miss Trunchbull, for starters. Then I was just like, no, that's just rude. How are you talking to me like that? So obviously there clearly was an issue there from the get-go, because otherwise why would you feel say you could talk to me like that, or think you could talk to me like that, should I say? Because then I proceeded to say, are you okay? Excuse me, are you feeling okay? And then she ran, because I was like, do you know who I am? I was like, babe, do you know who I am? I would get you fired. Are you, because what you're doing is completely wrong. Like, you don't do that to people, regardless of, like, clearly it was a racial thing, I believe. And I just thought, okay, well, clearly there's something wrong with this girl. Then she's proceeded to say, I didn't care who you are. I was just like, no, this bitch has just gone overboard now. Then she's proceeded to run into the staff room to go and grab the manager, and then she's come running back out. At this point, I proceeded to take up my phone. Really, I should have took up my phone long before then, when she started her bullshit. So I pulled out my phone and I started recording her. And as she's come out of the staff room, I've gone racist. Lady is clearly a racist.
Excuse me?
You must be. And she was like, oh, what?
Excuse me?
I was just like, yeah, you must be, because of the way, look at how you're acting. I'm not. Are you feeling okay? I said, are you feeling okay, bitch? I didn't say bitch, but, you know, bitch. Yeah, and she was just like, I was just trying to do my
I'm just trying to do my job.
I didn't know racial discrimination was in your job title, darling, to be quite frank. You know, I'm sure that's not part of Lush Cosmetics policy to be racist, you know. Then she proceeded to start bursting out in tears.
All right, Karen, you're crying now. Are you crying? You should have been nicer to me. You should have thought about that.
It's funny how before the camera came on, she was acting big and bad, and the way she ran out of the staff room, she was about to run up on me. I was thinking, hold on a second, this bit like she was from Vietnam or something. Is that what was sitting on my chair? About to run up on a girl. I don't know, babes, I don't think you really want it. You didn't want that. Like, I don't know who you thought you were trying to run up on, but no, I'm not the one. Karen. I ended up calling the bitch Karen. I was like, are you crying now? Are you crying now, Karen?
All right, Karen, you're crying now. Are you crying?
You tried to play the victim, yeah? All of a sudden you was behaving big and bad like one big black gorilla 2 seconds ago. No? Karen? Dan, she's running into the staff room crying.
And now she's running like the victim.
And everyone's, the manager's trying to deal with it.
How dare you?
What's happening, my love?
And whatever, and this, that, and this, and then this customer are trying to say, oh, you know, it might have been a misunderstanding. No, there was no misunderstandings. This has happened quite a lot this year during this whole pandemic, because it's happened to my parents on 2 different occasions, where one lady who said to my mother and her she had a granddaughter with her, my niece at the time with her, and goes, oh, you're standing too close. What do you mean you're standing too close? And then my mum was like, well, I'm behind the line. What are you on about? Just standing too close. Like, what is this bullshit about? Then my dad was in Morrison's. This is like literally probably like even less than 2 weeks ago. And this lady was like, oh, you're standing too close to me. Oh, and like, my dad was like, what are you on about? Like, nobody's even near you. And she was like, oh, I hope you catch it, you know, the C words. I don't know if you're allowed to say it on here. You're allowed to say C words on her. And then he was like, so my dad was like, no, well, I hope you catch it first before me. I just thought, this whole thing's just gone way too far now. You know, like, you know, it's just ridiculous. This whole year is just generated a lot of racism in this to whole of 2020. Like, we had Black Lives Matter, and then we've got this whole thing with Corona. Like, it's just stupid now. Like, and the thing about it is, it said black or ethnic people are more vulnerable. It doesn't it didn't say that, oh, black people have it or ethnic people have it. You know, if anything, we should be more scared of everybody else, because it says that we're more vulnerable. So you could have it, but it's not as vulnerable to you, but it's vulnerable to us. So they say, you know. So we should be scared. We should be the ones jumping and like some idiots. Like, stop it, guys. It's just not cool. And this girl, like, Lush Cosmetics, if you're watching this video, I don't think hiring, or do you even know who you're hiring in your stores is actually good for your business. Lush Cosmetics already is in some kind of battle, because they were supporting like TERFs, like you know, the whole anti-trans thing that's been going on. Like, this is just another one from bandwagon. Can you not like screen who you're letting in to work for you? I don't understand what's going on. And then to be treated like that. Do you know what? When I went into the store, all I wanted to do is go and smell was of the smelly juicy thing. It was like magical creatures, you know, because I'm a bit magical in that, and creature sim and that, you know. So I just thought, yeah, that looks like it smells juicy. I even said that, I was like, yeah, that looked like it smelled juicy.
I came in was to smell that thing over there, because it looked juicy, yeah.
Honestly,
looked like it smells nice, yeah.
So I came in to have a look, like to have a smell, you know, smell like one magical creature that I am. This bitch tried it. She tried it, and she knows that she tried it, and I don't like that how she tried to act like she was the victim. It's just not nice. And do you know what? Another thing that happened was in the nail shop. Same situation. Went into the nail shop, and instantly I had my mask in my hand, about to put it on, and the guy was like, "Oh, do you have a mask?" I was like, "Excuse me. Every time I've been in here, you haven't been worried about no mask, nothing, this, that, the other, and all of a sudden now you come and I'm always spending money in here, and it's like you didn't even give me a chance. Like, you know, you didn't even say, oh, hi Tia, how are you? Do you know what I mean? How much money do you want to spend today?" Like, you know, it was like, oh, mask. I was thinking, okay, cool. Then I'm sat there, and this girl, this white girl, I'm gonna reference because just say it as it is, came in. This bitch thought she was bougie as fuck. Like, she had her Louis Vuitton and her jacket, her fur jacket, and she was trying to like run across the road to the salon because her boyfriend dropped her off, and her coat actually fell and dragged on the floor. I was like, like, you was proper trying it, like, just acts normal. Anyway, she's walked into the shop. I didn't hear not one person ask her nothing about no mask, nothing, exemption bag, boom, bam, book, black, nothing, yeah? So I said to the lady, she's finding the way doing right now, and doing what she does best, yeah? And I goes, babe, please like look round the corner, because at this point the girl was sat at the pedicure station, like getting her feet done, all cropped up and that. So I said, tell me what's wrong with that picture. She said, oh, no mask. I said, oh yeah, like, you know. And so I said, okay, where's that guy? Because the same guy that asked me as soon as I came in the salon, oh, where's your mask? Like, it's the same one that escorted the bitch over to the pedicure stands, and then asked her about no mask, or nothing, did he? So I got up out of my seat. I said, you come here. I said, what's wrong with this picture around this picture? He says, oh, she no mask. I said, I said, listen, don't make me get vexed up in here today. And he goes, oh, he asked you, he proceeded to ask her in front of me, oh, do you have a mask? And she was like, oh, she's exempt, she has this. And he was like, oh, and then he turned back around to me, like, as if I'm your boss. Like, oh, she has exemption, she's exempt. I said, does she have a badge? Oh, and then he turned back around to her, oh, do you have badge? Like that. Why am I having to tell you what to do? That doesn't make any form of sense whatsoever. And then she's like, oh, she left it in her boyfriend's car. And I was just like, listen, I don't know what's going on here, but don't be doing that kind of stuff. Like I said, don't make me get vexed up in here today. I said, if we're gonna treat everybody exactly the same. I don't like none of this discrimination. And like, you know, to be fair, I'm sat with people and some of these people are from the country Wuhan that it was supposed to have come from. Again, I should be the one that should be scared, logically, no? But when my nails were finished, I've gotten up to go, you know, because they put that little oil thing on the top now on your cuticles and you got to wash it off. I've gone to the sink, so the sink is where the pedicure stands are. So the girl was like, we ended up having a little conversation, and you know, and I was like, babe, it's not nothing at you, but it's just the fact of you just treat everybody the same. Like, I don't know what any of that is about. I'm not in a no racial strippiness, yeah? She was just like, oh yeah, she did just come back from Dubai or something, and yeah, she had a COVID test and and I was just like, they shoved her up, but she doesn't believe in wearing a mask and stuff like that, and she thinks the whole thing is fake and this bullshit. So I'm just thinking, this girl, if I was just recording her at that moment in time there, I would just be like, bitch, what the fuck's up your life? But I'm just not that, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, ugh. I'm just like, see, there you go. The bitch don't even care. And like, the guy has come running over to me, asking me about master. I don't know. Like, these people are just weird. Like, I just don't stand for it, and I just don't think it's right. I feel like in 2020 we need to do better. Right to be in 2021. This was a bit of a story time / rant video, but yeah, I just hope things change soon, because this is just getting really disgusting now. Like, you know, we were supposed to be moving forward, and it seems like we've just gone 10 steps backwards, or 10 years backwards, even more so. Like, what we would do, we're in 2020, would you have thought we were in 2020? Like, not 1950, 60, I don't even know, even before that, you know? Like, can we just get it together, guys? But as for that girl in Lush, guys, I have this top that, I've got someone to design for me, and it's called It's Not a Debate, Karen. So, and you can see here we have a little logo and Sissy. No, Karen, no bueno. So please purchase this top, support the cause, and yeah, let's just get rid of these Karens in the world, and just stay tuned for updates, and like, comment and subscribe, and I appreciate the support and the love every time. So guys, see you soon. Love you. Mwah.
I said no problem. I stepped outside. These two people came in, right? Rightfully, she should have waited for the two people to come out of the shop, right, before proceeding to let these two people in, right? And I'm still there. Yet she come and she's doing it to me. I don't think that's right. Clearly something is not right there.
Okay.
Right?
So,
and now she's running off crying like she's the victim. And please tell you don't talk to customers like that.
I don't think
that is not correct. And I will be putting in a complaint.
Tia,